Yeah, that's right. After a nice win last night, Iowa has a game against Michigan tonight. And unfortunately, DITV sports director Lucy Rodine isn't here to do the courtside show, but she is covering in Chicago. She is covering the Big Ten tournament in Chicago. And to tell us more about last night's game and what to expect, here she is.
Coming into postseason play, Iowa was riding off a 4-game losing streak, but they said the Big Ten tournament was an opportunity to start 0-0. Well, now that's 1-0 as Iowa defeated Illinois 83-62 in one of the most dominant performances we've seen from the Hawks all year.
You know, the difference tonight was when we got up 16. You know, we didn't let them come back and win it. You know, we put our foot on our neck and finish the game out. And I think also, you know, when they were making shots, you know, our activity level on the defensive end stayed the same. You know, they shot it well in parts of the game, and we kept firing, kept playing defense, and really competed.
Now I'm joined here by Daily Iowan men's basketball beat reporter Adam Hensley. Adam, we saw Iowa beat Illinois, and they looked the best they've looked in a really long time. What do the Hawks have to do to continue that into their game with Michigan?
For Iowa's best bet, it needs to really limit Michigan's big man in John Teske. He's one of the best defenders in the country, let alone the conference. He leads the Wolverines in the defensive plus-minus category. He's also top 10 in the country in that regard. When Iowa and Michigan played earlier this year on February 1st, he actually fouled out of that game. He finished with 8 points, 8 rebounds, which is not bad, but when he was out of the game, that really opened up things offensively and defensively for Iowa.
I think for Iowa to beat Michigan and to make a run in this postseason, I think it comes down to Isaiah Moss. I think he's one of the best players on the court when he wants to be one of the best players on the court, but we don't really see that from him very often. He's incredibly inconsistent, but I think if we see a big performance from him tomorrow night against the Wolverines, Iowa's going to get that win and they're going to advance. But here is what the team thinks they're going to need to do to beat Michigan.
Just know what we did from last game. That was one of our best games all year, honestly, when we played them early February. That was one of our best defensive games. We held them to 59. We were moving the ball, and we didn't let them have any runs the entire game, and that's been big for us. Our mindset coming, especially in this game, that we got to limit the runs, and when they do make runs, we got to be able to counter it. And we did that tonight, and we got some stops when we needed to.
Now, Jordan Bohannon told me that after the Illinois game, they just needed to rest, relax, and that today is going to be used for watching film and preparing for Michigan. Reporting from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, Lucy Rodine, DITV Sports.
Stick with the Daily Iowan on social media and go to dailyiowan.com for complete coverage from the Big Ten tournament. Now moving from one court to the next, one men's tennis Hawkeye stands out among the rest. DITV sports reporter Kate Overton tells us about one sophomore who can do it all.
Like most of the other guys on the team, Will Davies came to Iowa from out of the country. The sophomore standout grew up in Norwich, England, and even went to the same school as teammate Joe Tyler. Davies has had an incredible season so far and has built up a team high of 10 single-match wins. On top of that, him and his partner Oliver Okonkwo have a doubles record of 9-2 this year. Winning is something that Davies has been doing a lot this year, so I asked him, what makes you so successful?
My success has just come from a bit of repetition. I mean, I do the same thing every day, same routine. I've got a lot of confidence in my own ability, and that's the main thing. That's the reason for getting some fairly straightforward wins.
Davies plays with a lot of energy and said that he won't play well if he lacks it. He uses that energy to cheer on his teammates and glue the team together. Davies said that he likes to look at himself as a leader. He wants the team to know that he has their back and they can do anything if they stick together.
I mean, Will's like a brother to me, but he just constantly brings, tremendous energy to training, to practice, and you know what you're going to get out of him. It's kind of like a standard. He's going to go out there on the match court, and he's most likely going to win, and it's just like you're 1-0 up before you even go on, because that's how much of a difference he makes to the team.
Iowa has a lot of season left, but you can expect them to make a charge in the Big Ten, and don't be surprised if you see Davies at the front of the pack. This has been Kate Overton, DITV.
As the Hawks enter Big Ten play, they will look to Davies to help give them an edge over the competition. But that's all I have for you in sports, and unfortunately, this is the last show before spring break, so try not to miss me too much during our time off, but don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. Declan and Jacob, back to you guys.